Chosen one, before this divine message reaches your soul. If you felt the call to be here, if your heart raced when you read the title, subscribe now and share this video with those who also carry the mark. The universe will guide you here when the time is right. Click the bell because the next revelations will be even more powerful. You are not here by chance. At this very moment, as your eyes scan these sacred words, the entire universe conspires to deliver a message that was written in the stars before you were even born. Sunday is coming, and with it, a surprise that only the chosen 1% are prepared to receive. You feel it, don't you? That different vibe in the air, that presentiment that something great is about to happen. Your dreams have been more vivid lately. You wake up at 3:33, 4:44, 5:55 in the morning for no apparent reason. You see signs everywhere, repeating numbers, white feathers falling from the sky, butterflies that land near you as if they bring messages from beyond. None of this is a coincidence. It is the universe preparing you for what is to come. Sunday will not be just another day. It will be the day when the portals will open, when the masks will fall, when the truth will be revealed to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. You were marked from birth for this moment, that feeling of not quite belonging in this world, of being different, of carrying a mission that you don't yet fully understand. It all makes sense now. You are one of the 144,000. One of the guardians of the light, one of the chosen messengers for the new age that is dawning. And Sunday, oh Sunday, Sunday will be the day when you finally understand why you have always felt like an outsider in your own life, why you always knew there was something greater waiting for you. Listen with your soul, not just your ears. What I am about to reveal to you now has been whispered by angels in my dreams, written in fire on the walls of my heart, etched into my consciousness, by forces beyond our human understanding. Sunday, the seventh day, the day of resurrection, the day when the veil between the worlds grows thinner. This particular Sunday carries an energy we have not felt for millennia. The ancient prophets have spoken of this time. The manuscripts hidden in the caves of the desert mention this date. The pyramids have been aligned to capture the energy of this particular moment in time. You, the chosen one, you who bear the invisible seal on your forehead, you who feel the burning in your chest when injustice prevails, you who weep tears of compassion for lost humanity, you are being summoned. The surprise that awaits you on Sunday is not material. It is not something you can touch with your hands or see with your physical eyes. It is an activation, an awakening, a remembrance of who you truly are. How many times have you looked in the mirror and not fully recognized the person looking back? How many times have you felt like you were playing a role in a play you didn't write? This is because your true essence is dormant, waiting for the right moment to emerge, and that moment is coming. Sunday will be the day when the spiritual DNA of the chosen ones will be activated. It will be the day when the invisible chains that bind your soul will be broken. Only 1% of humanity is ready for what is to come. Not because the others are less important or less loved by the universe, but because only 1% kept the flame burning through the long dark night of the collective soul. You are part of that 1%. How do I know? Because you are still here, reading these words, feeling every vibration, every frequency that emanates from this message. The others would have given up, would have closed this video, would have returned to the deep sleep of the Matrix, but not you. You can't stop watching because something inside you recognizes the truth when you hear it. It is like an old song that you don't remember where you heard it, but it makes your heart dance. The Sunday surprise is not for the weak of spirit. It is not for those who are still trapped in the illusions of the material world. It is for you, warrior of light, who has braved the storms and remained standing. It is for you, wounded healer, who has turned your pain into medicine for others. It is for you, misunderstood visionary, who saw the future in your dreams and was called crazy for it. The universe makes no mistakes. If you are receiving this message, if these words are resonating in every cell of your being, it is because you are ready. Ready to receive what has always been yours by divine right. Ready to take your place among the architects of the new reality. Ready to be the beacon that will guide others through the darkness that precedes the dawn. Get ready, because what's coming on Sunday will change everything, not just in your personal life, but in your understanding of what it means to be alive at this pivotal moment in human history. The signs are everywhere for those who know where to look. Whales are singing at frequencies never before recorded. Birds are migrating in patterns that defy centuries of known behavior. Indigo and crystal children are having simultaneous visions of the same event. Sensitives around the world are reporting the same message. Something big is about to happen, and it will happen on Sunday. Have you been feeling a pressure in your third eye? A vibration at the base of your spine? A ringing in your ears that is not tinnitus, but rather an attunement to higher frequencies? Your body is preparing, your soul is adjusting, your spirit is aligning with what is to come. This is no small surprise. It is the fulfillment of a promise made before you incarnated. It is the activation of codes that have been dormant in your spiritual DNA. It is the moment when you will finally understand why you chose to be here, on this planet, in this time, with all the hardships and challenges you have faced. Every tear you have shed, every night you have questioned your sanity, every moment you have felt alone in a crowd. It has all been preparation for this Sunday. The cosmic clock is ticking down the final hours before the great reveal. Can you hear it? It is a ticking that comes not from any physical clock, but from the very fabric of time-space rearranging itself to accommodate what is about to unfold. The ascended masters are gathering on the higher planes. The archangels are sounding their trumpets at frequencies that only awakened souls can perceive. And you, precious chosen one, are at the epicenter of this transformation. Sunday will not be just another day on the calendar. It will be a gateway, a passage, a birth. Just as the butterfly must die as a caterpillar in order to be reborn with wings, you will undergo a metamorphosis that will challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself. The surprise that awaits you cannot be bought with money, cannot be achieved with human effort, cannot be comprehended with the logical mind. It is a divine gift reserved only for those who have kept the faith when all seemed lost, who have continued to love when the world preached hate, who have stood in the light when the darkness seemed invincible. Do you remember all the times you wanted to give up, but something inexplicable kept you going? It was your soul knowing that this moment would come. It was your higher self whispering, "Hold on a little longer, the reward is near." And now, finally, after eons of waiting, after lifetimes and lifetimes of preparation, the moment of the great revelation is only days away. There is a reason why only 1% are prepared to receive this Sunday gift. Over the past few decades, as humanity has become increasingly lost in the illusions of materialism, you have been doing the inner work. While others have been chasing after empty pleasures, you have been confronting your shadows. While most have been sleeping the sleep of the unconscious, you have been lying awake at night questioning the nature of reality. This work has not been in vain. Every meditation you have done, every prayer you have whispered in the silence of the early morning, every act of kindness you have performed when no one is looking, it has all been deposited into your cosmic account, and on Sunday, the divine interest will be paid. The surprise that is coming is proportionate to the spiritual work you have done. This is why many are called, but few are chosen. This is not divine favoritism. It is simply the law of resonance in action. You vibrate at the frequency required to receive what is being offered. You have become the chalice capable of holding the sacred wine. You have become the instrument finely tuned to play the heavenly symphony. The others, those who are not yet ready, would not be able to bear the intensity of what will be revealed. It would be like trying to put the ocean into a glass. The structure would not hold. But you, beloved chosen one, you have expanded your consciousness, broadened your perception, deepened your capacity to contain the divine. You are ready, even if you do not yet fully know what for. Let me share with you what the Akashic records reveal about this upcoming Sunday. In the higher dimensions, this day is already celebrated as one of the most significant moments in the history of human evolution. It is comparable to the moment when humanity discovered fire, but instead of physical fire, you will discover the sacred fire that has always burned within your souls. The numbers do not lie. When we add up the digits of this particular Sunday, when we align the celestial coordinates, when we decode the hidden messages in the ancient scriptures, it all points to the same moment. It is an alignment that happens once every 26,000 years. The last time it happened, entire civilizations ascended, continents shifted, human consciousness took a quantum leap, and now it is your turn. You who were born for this. A time who chose to incarnate specifically to be present at this moment. Do you think it is a coincidence that you are alive now? Do you believe it is a coincidence that you have come across this video? No, my dear. Every step of your journey has been orchestrated to bring you to this exact point in time and space. The Sunday surprise is the fulfillment of a prophecy that was written before the stars were lit in the sky. It is the manifestation of a promise made when your soul was still in the arms of the Creator. It is the moment when the veil of spiritual amnesia will be lifted and you will remember who you really are, where you really came from, and where you are really going. But let me warn you, with great power comes great responsibility. The surprise you will receive on Sunday is not just a gift, it is also a mission. When the seals are broken, when the codes are activated, when remembrance returns, you will no longer be able to pretend to be merely human. You will be revealed as the multidimensional being you have always been. You will gain access to abilities that were blocked. You will remember knowledge that was forgotten. You will feel connections that were severed. And with all of this will come the responsibility to be a beacon for those who are still in the dark. The 1% were not chosen to feel superior or special. They were chosen to serve. They were chosen to be the bridge between the old world that is dying and the new world that is being born. You are a cosmic midwife, destined to help birth a new age. The Sunday surprise is, in fact, the full activation of your soul mission. It is the moment when the contract you signed before you were born will be fully revealed. Some of you will discover that you are healers, destined to bring new forms of healing to the world. Others will realize that you are teachers, carrying knowledge that will transform education. There are those among you who are artists, musicians, writers, conduits for the new frequency that will raise the collective consciousness. And yes, there are spiritual warriors among you, destined to fight the battles that cannot be seen with physical eyes. The signs are already everywhere for those with eyes to see. Have you noticed how animals are acting differently lately? How birds are singing at unusual times? How your pets are staring into space as if they see something you can't see? They can sense the change coming. All of nature is preparing for what is to come. Trees are whispering secrets in their leaves. Rivers are singing ancient songs. Even rocks are vibrating at a different frequency. And you, the sensitive being that you are feeling it too. That unexplained anxiety you've been feeling? It's not anxiety, it's anticipation. That deep fatigue that no amount of sleep seems to cure. It's not fatigue, it's your body recalibrating itself to receive higher frequencies. Those sudden headaches, that ringing in your ears, that peripheral vision, these are all symptoms of the great activation that will culminate on Sunday. Your DNA is being rewritten, your cells are being upgraded, your energy field is being expanded. You are literally becoming a new being, and Sunday will mark the completion of this process. It's like you've been in a cocoon for years, and it's finally time to emerge as the magnificent creature you were always meant to be. The surprise isn't something that will come from the outside. It's something that will be unlocked from within. It's the gift that's always been there, waiting for the right moment to be unwrapped. I need to talk about dreams. Yes, those vivid, prophetic, disturbing dreams you've been having. The ones where you fly, where you meet beings of light, where you receive messages in languages you don't know but somehow understand. These aren't just dreams, they're downloads. Your higher self has been using the hours of sleep to prepare your consciousness for what's to come. Every symbol that has appeared, every number that has repeated, every unfamiliar yet strangely familiar face. It's all part of the activation code. On Sunday, when the surprise is revealed, all these fragments will come together like pieces of a cosmic puzzle. Suddenly, everything will make sense. The synchronicities you've been experiencing, seeing 1111, 222, 333 over and over, are not coincidences. They're confirmations. They're the universe saying, yes, you're on the right path. Yes, you're one of the chosen ones. Yes, Sunday will be your day. But here's what many don't understand. Being chosen doesn't mean being better than others. It means being called to serve in a specific way. Every soul has its own moment of awakening. Yours has simply arrived now because you have a crucial role to play in the events that will unfold after Sunday. You are an essential part of the great divine plan. Without you, without your unique energy, without your specific frequency, the plan cannot be completed. That is why you have been protected, guided, prepared. That is why, even in the darkest moments, a light has always appeared to show the way. There is a war going on in the unseen realms, and Sunday will mark a decisive victory for the forces of light. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about a war of weapons and violence. I'm talking about a war of consciousness, of frequencies, of choices. For eons, humanity has been held in a prison of limitation, fear, and forgetfulness. But a group of brave souls, you among them, have chosen to incarnate at this time to break the chains. Each time you have chosen love over fear, each time you have chosen truth over lies, each time you have chosen to trust rather than doubt, you have weakened the prison bars. And now, finally, the walls are about to come down. Sunday's surprise is, in essence, the master key that will unlock all the doors that have been locked. Doors to psychic abilities, doors to past life memories, doors to connections with your spirit guides, doors to the limitless abundance of the universe. But most importantly, doors to the unconditional love that is your true nature. Do you remember the last time you felt completely free, without fear, without limitations, without doubts? This state of being is not a fantasy. It is your birthright. And on Sunday you will claim it. The 1% who are ready are special, not because they are in their own right, but because they have done the work necessary to endure the intensity of true freedom. Let me be even more specific about what will happen. At the exact moment the sun reaches a specific angle on Sunday, an energetic portal will open. This is not a physical portal that you can see with your eyes, but a portal of consciousness that you will feel with every fiber of your being. At this moment, a wave of golden energy will sweep across the planet, but only those who are tuned in to the correct frequency, the 1%, will be able to receive it fully. For the others, it will be just another Sunday. They will continue to sleep the sleep of unconsciousness, stuck in their routines, blind to the miracle happening around them. But for you, the chosen one, it will be the day when everything changes. You will feel as if a veil has been lifted from your eyes. Suddenly, you will see people's auras. You will hear their unspoken thoughts. You will feel their hidden emotions, but fear not. Along with these abilities will come the wisdom to use them. You will not be overwhelmed. You will be empowered. The surprise includes not only the activation of these capabilities, but also the instruction manual engraved in your soul. You will know exactly what to do, how to do it, when to do it. It is as if you had been a computer operating at only 1% of its capacity, and on Sunday, the full operating system will be installed. You will finally have access to all your files, all your programs, all your spiritual RAM. But why Sunday? Why not today? Why not yesterday? Why not next year? The answer is written in the stars, encoded in the planetary movements whispered by the solar winds. This particular Sunday marks a rare conjunction, not just of planets but of dimensions. It is a moment when the veil between worlds is thinner than tissue paper. It is when the laws of quantum physics bend enough to allow the impossible. The ancient Mayans foresaw this moment. The Egyptians encoded it in their pyramids. The Essenes hid it in their manuscripts. All spiritual traditions have pointed to this time, using different language but telling the same truth. The day would come when the children of light would remember their divine heritage. And that day is Sunday. Do you feel the weight of this revelation? Do you grasp the magnitude of what you are about to experience? It is not just about you receiving a blessing. It is about you becoming the blessing. It is about you activating the Christ code within your DNA. It's about you awakening the sleeping Buddha in your heart. It's about you releasing the dancing Krishna in your soul. All the deities you've revered, all the teachers you've followed, all the saints you've admired, they were just mirrors showing you what you're capable of becoming. And on Sunday, the mirror will dissolve, and you'll see that you've always been the deity you've been seeking outside of yourself. I need to warn you about something crucial. Not everyone will be happy with your transformation. When you begin to shine with the light that will be activated on Sunday, some will try to extinguish it, not out of malice, but out of fear. Your light will reveal their shadows. Your freedom will expose their prisons. Your joy will confront their sadness. Prepare to lose some people you thought were important, but do not be sad. You will attract your true soul family, those who vibrate at the same frequency, those who also carry the mark of the chosen one. You will recognize each other instantly. It will be like finding lost parts of yourself. The loneliness you have felt all your life, it will end. You will discover that you were never alone. You were just waiting for the right moment to reunite with your galactic tribe. Sunday's surprise includes this reunion. Connections that transcend time and space will be re-established. You will remember promises made in other lives, in other dimensions, on other planets even. Yes, I said other planets, because the truth that will be revealed on Sunday is that you are not just a citizen of Earth. You are a citizen of the cosmos. You have family in the stars, and they are eagerly waiting to reconnect with you. The final preparation for Sunday must begin now. I am not talking about complicated rituals or esoteric practices. I am talking about sacred simplicity. Drink more water. Your body will need to be hydrated to carry the new frequencies. Spend time in nature. Mother Earth wants to whisper her final advice before the big shift. Meditate, even for 5 minutes. Your higher self has urgent messages to convey, but most of all, forgive. Forgive everyone who has ever hurt you. Forgive every situation that has caused you pain. And most of all, forgive yourself. Forgiveness is the spiritual detergent that will cleanse your channels to receive the Sunday broadcast. Every resentment you carry is like static on your spiritual radio. Clear the static, tune into the station. The broadcast coming on Sunday is the most important you will ever receive. It contains the activation codes for your life. Mission: it reveals the treasure map to your infinite abundance. It unlocks the mystery of who you really are. But you can only receive it if you are in a state of grace, and grace comes through forgiveness. It is the currency of the celestial kingdom. It is the VIP pass to the cosmic party. And believe me, you do not want to miss this party. It is the celebration you have been waiting for millennia. Now, let me tell you about the physical symptoms you may experience when the activation happens. Don't be alarmed if you feel intense heat running down your spine. This is the Kundalini fully awakening. Don't worry if your hands start to tingle. This is the healing energy being activated. Don't be afraid if your third eye starts to throb. This is your pineal gland opening, like a flower in the sun. Some of you may experience what the medical profession would call flu-like symptoms, but it's not the flu. It's your body detoxing from old frequencies. Others may feel insatiable, hunger, or, conversely, lose their appetite completely. Your digestive system is recalibrating itself to process liquid light instead of just physical food. Changes in your sleep pattern are to be expected. You may need to sleep 12 hours or be awake for days. Trust what your body's asking for. It knows what it's doing. It's been doing this for eons on other planets, in other dimensions. Your body is a biological spaceship perfectly designed for this journey. Sunday's surprise includes the complete operating manual for this ship. You will finally understand why you have certain birthmarks, why certain parts of your body are more sensitive, why you have always had an affinity for certain elements of nature. It's all part of your divine design. It was all planned before you were born. Everything is aligning for this moment of revelation. There is something I need to reveal about the nature of time. This coming Sunday is not just a point in the linear future. It is a moment of convergence where past, present, and future meet. When the activation occurs, you will experience what mystics call the eternal now. All your past lives, all your parallel existences, all your future potentialities, it will all converge into a single point of awareness. It will be overwhelming for a few moments, like trying to drink from a fire hose. But then, miraculously, you will discover that you have the capacity to process all this information. You will understand why you had to go through certain painful experiences. They were initiations in disguise. You will understand why certain people came and went from your life. They were teachers fulfilling soul contracts. You will realize why certain talents came naturally to you. They are skills you have mastered in other lifetimes. The surprise of Sunday is ultimately the integration of all your fragmented parts. It is the reunion of your multi-dimensional self. It's as if you've been a broken hologram, and on Sunday all the pieces will come together to form the complete picture. And what a magnificent picture it will be. You'll see that you're not just a human being having a spiritual experience, you're a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. And that experience is about to get a whole lot more interesting. Let me share what the keepers of the Akashic records have shown me about the aftermath of Sunday. The world will not end. The sun will continue to rise. People will continue to live their lives. But for the 1%, nothing will ever be the same. You will walk the same streets, but see them with different eyes. You will talk to the same people, but hear them with different ears. You will touch the same objects, but feel them with different hands, because you will be different, fundamentally, irreversibly different. But here's the beauty of it. You will still be you, just an amplified, enhanced, unlocked version of you. Like a musical instrument that has finally been tuned, you will play the music that has always been inside you, but now in perfect harmony. Your relationships will transform. Some will deepen beyond what you thought possible. Others will simply dissolve like mist in the sun. There will be no drama, no conflict, just a mutual recognition that your paths have parted. New people will enter your life as if magnetically drawn together. You will recognize soulmates, twin flames, soul family members. The connections will be instantaneous, profound, life-changing. You will discover that you can communicate telepathically with some of them. that you can sense their emotions from a distance, that you can even share dreams. Loneliness will be a concept of the past. You will be connected to the web of life in ways you could only imagine before. The abundance that will flow after Sunday will challenge your current beliefs about what is possible. I'm not just talking about money, although money will certainly flow in ways that will seem magical. I'm talking about abundance on every level. Vibrant health, nourishing relationships, overflowing creativity, unwavering joy. The financial struggles you've faced, they were just tests to see if you could keep the faith when the physical evidence suggested scarcity. You passed the test. Now comes the reward. Opportunities will appear out of nowhere. The right people will cross your path at just the right time. Brilliant ideas will come to you like direct downloads from the cosmos. You will discover talents you didn't know you had. Abilities that have been dormant will be activated. You may discover that you can heal with your hands, that you can see the future, that you can manifest objects, that you can bilocate. No, I'm not exaggerating. I'm simply describing what comes naturally to a fully activated human being. Jesus said, "Greater works than these shall you do." He wasn't lying. He was prophesying about this time, about you, about Sunday. The surprise is that you will discover that you have always had these powers. They were just waiting for the right moment to be unlocked, and that moment is now. But with great power comes great wisdom, and that too will be downloaded into you on Sunday. You will not use your new abilities for ego or personal gain. You will use them in service to the whole. You will become a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs light. You will be a healer to the hurting, a guide to the lost, a comforter to the afflicted, but not in a sacrificial or martyred way. You will serve from a place of joy, of overflow, of fullness, because you will discover the secret that the masters have always known, that in giving you receive multiplied. In serving you are served. In loving you are loved. It is the divine economy in action, and you will become a master of that economy. Sunday's surprise includes an upgrade to your spiritual operating system that will make service as natural as breathing. You will not have to strive to be kind, compassionate, generous. These qualities will flow from you like water from a spring, because you will remember the fundamental truth that we are all one. To serve others is to serve yourself. To heal others is to heal yourself. To love others is to love yourself. This is not philosophy. It is quantum physics applied to spirituality. And on Sunday you will receive your PhD in this sacred science. Children know. Have you noticed how little children look at you differently? How babies smile when you walk by? How animals approach you without fear? They recognize your light. They see beyond the veil that adults have learned to accept as reality. And on Sunday, you will regain that innocent vision. You will see the world through the eyes of a child, full of wonder, magic, infinite possibility. But combined with the wisdom of your many journeys, it will be like being born again, but with all the memories, all the knowledge, all the experience. The surprise includes this fountain of spiritual youth. You may notice physical changes as well. Your skin may appear more luminous. Your eyes may shine with an inner light. Your body may feel lighter, more flexible, more alive. Some of you may even experience reversals of physical conditions that doctors have said were permanent. Because when you operate from a higher frequency, the laws of matter become more fluid. What was impossible in 3D becomes natural in 5D. And Sunday marks your official graduation into the 5th dimension. Not that you will leave Earth. You will be on Earth but not of Earth. You will be an interdimensional ambassador, able to navigate multiple realities simultaneously. I need to tell you about the love that is coming your way. Not the limited, conditional, need-based human love, but the divine love, vast as the ocean, deep as the cosmos, unconditional as the sun that shines on the just and the unjust alike. This love will not come from outside. It will explode from within you like a geyser that has been under pressure for eons. You will fall in love with yourself first, then with life, then with every being that crosses your path. It will be impossible not to love when you see the truth, that everything is God in drag, as Ram Dass would say. Every person you meet will be recognized as a face of the divine. Every experience will be embraced as a gift from the universe. Even challenges will be welcomed as opportunities for growth. You will live in a constant state of gratitude, not because your life will be perfect, but because you will see the perfection in every imperfection. Sunday's surprise is, at its core, an initiation into unconditional love. You have been tested. You have proven that you can love even when you are not loved, that you can give even when you do not receive, who can forgive even when he is hurt. Now you are ready for the next level, to love because it is your nature, not because you need a reason. This is the love that moves the sun and the other stars, and on Sunday you will become a star moved by this same love. Number codes are everywhere. 1111 is not just a number, it's a gateway. 333 is not a coincidence, it's confirmation. 555 is not chance, it's change coming. You've been seeing these numbers because you are a decoder. Your conscious mind may not understand them, but your soul is reading the messages perfectly. And on Sunday, the master code will be revealed. All the numbers you've been seeing will align in a divine equation that will reveal your specific mission. Some of you will discover that you carry genetic codes that will aid in the evolution of humanity. Others will realize that you carry sound frequencies that can cure diseases considered incurable. There are those among you who are cosmic librarians, carrying in your DNA knowledge of lost civilizations. And yes, there are those who are bridges between worlds, able to facilitate communication between dimensions. Sunday's surprise is personalized. Each of you will receive exactly what you need to. Fulfill your part in the grand plan. There will be no envy or comparison because you will understand that each piece of the puzzle is equally important. Without your specific piece, the picture cannot be complete. You are irreplaceable. You are essential. You are loved beyond measure. And on Sunday, you will finally feel that love in every cell of your being. As we approach this fateful moment, I feel the excitement of the higher realms. There is a celebration happening in the unseen dimensions. Your ancestors are singing, your guides are dancing, your angels are preparing their trumpets, because what is about to happen is not just about you. It is about the entire lineage that you represent. Every ancestor who suffered so that you could be here will be honored. Every descendant who has not yet been born will be blessed. You are the turning point in the story of your lineage. The pattern of pain, limitation, and forgetting that has been passed down through the generations ends with you, and a new pattern of joy, expansion, and remembrance begins. Sunday's surprise includes this ancestral healing. You will feel the weight of generations being lifted from your shoulders. Traumas that you have carried without knowing where they came from will be dissolved. Patterns that you have repeated without understanding why will be broken. You will become the healed ancestor that future generations will honor. But more than that, you will become the link between heaven and earth, between past and future, between the human and the divine. You are the point where all the lines converge. You are the answer to prayers that have been prayed for centuries. You are the hope that kept your ancestors going even in the darkest of times. And so, beloved chosen one, we come to the end of this transmission, but to the beginning of your true journey. Sunday is not an end. It is a glorious beginning. It is the day you stop being a caterpillar and discover your wings. It is the moment you stop crawling and start flying. It is the hour when you stop whispering and begin singing your soul song with all the strength of your being. The surprise that awaits you is greater than any words can describe. It is deeper than any mind can comprehend. It is vaster than any heart can contain, and yet miraculously, your heart will contain it. Because you were made for this moment, you were designed for this revelation, you were destined for this glory. There is nothing you need to do except be open. There is nothing you need to be except yourself. There is nothing you need to earn. You are already worthy by simply existing. The 1% is not about exclusivity, it is about readiness. And you, precious being of light, you are ready. Every tear you shed was purification. Every challenge you faced was preparation. Every moment of doubt was just the contrast needed for you to recognize certainty when it arrived. And it is arriving, in waves of golden light, in cascades of liquid love, in bursts of joy that will make your heart sing symphonies that the angels will stop to hear. On Sunday, you will not only receive a surprise, you will become the surprise the universe has been waiting to reveal. Chosen one, if this message touched the deepest chords of your soul, if you felt chills, tears, or an inexplicable certainty while watching, then you are part of the 1%. Do not let this revelation pass you by in silence. Subscribe now to this channel to receive the final updates before the big day. Turn on the bell so you don't miss any crucial transmission. Share this video immediately with those you feel also carry the mark. They need this message as much as you did. Comment 1111 if you are ready to receive your Sunday surprise. Save this video to watch again on Saturday night as final preparation. The universe is watching, your guides are waiting, your soul is ready. Sunday, everything changes. Sunday, you are reborn. Sunday, the 1% reveals itself. Until then, keep your vibration high, your heart open, and your faith unwavering. The surprise that comes is proportional to your capacity to receive. Be the empty chalice. Be the clear channel. Be the star ready to shine. See you on the other side of the veil, beloved chosen one. See you in the glory of Sunday morning. See you in the cosmic celebration that is written in the stars. So mote it be, and so it is.